Welcome to the Forex, and here we're looking at the US dollar. And this week we've been looking at the bounce off the roughly the 79 area through here, and counting 5 waves up, and those 5 waves are sort of completing now, or maturing rather. So we've got 1, 2 and 5 waves up here for the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave is not quite finished, but yeah, look, it actually can be now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So anyway, it will stay within group 1, 10, 20 and 30 here, and then look to correct. So we could say that on the daily, this is moving into the overbought area as the euro moves into the oversold area and should bounce back. So as a wave A being completed here, we'll be looking for an A and a B and a C wave for the larger B wave here, and it can pull back to the 50 and 61.8% area here, so the midpoint at 79.50. But normally the first swings when working with a large number like 80 here would stay within group 1 this side and group 2 this side. So we'll be looking for support here, but we'll be looking for some price action here, and then we'll see a move further up through here. Because we got 5 waves here, after a corrective move we'll get another 5 up. The euro doing the mirror opposite, so to speak. So we're looking at this being 5 waves down through to here. A little bit unclear, but it's there. So we're looking for a low in there at the 136 sort of 90 sort of area. Support on 137 would sort of help confirm that. But in the bigger picture here, we're looking for a corrective pattern back up as the US dollar corrects back across the 80. We'll see this. So I've just really put that in there at the 138. Now there's some strong resistance there at 137.72, the 772 number. Yeah, but in the bigger picture, this is kind of what we're looking at: the A, the B, the C here for wave 4 of a sort of ending triangle, and then a move up. Now this market is moving into oversold area here, so we can expect a bounce. So yes, look, yesterday we were looking for, well, this corrective pattern back through here, and we're looking for the short trade from this area through here, the 137.50 here on the retest. So the first move down here confirms that, and then you can see that it's retested in here. So all we need to do is place a short under this one here, or this one here, or the next one up through here. Just follow the lows up. So look, it's, you know, I would expect it to cover into the 137 anyway, but I'd do so now because we've got a 5-wave structure from here. We've got 1, 2, down for 3 in 5 waves, and the nice strong 3rd wave here with 5 waves in it, then the A, the B and the C here for the 4th, and then the 5th wave down through to here in terms of keeping it simple: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. This is a little bit sort of messy here, so maybe I've made a little mistake in here, but look, calling this in the low here and looking at this as being a little tiny impulse wave up here, so to climb on the 137 as support and start that rally from that point there. So just bear that in mind. The Australian US here, what we were looking for yesterday, I'll just go back here a little bit. You know, we were looking at this being a 5-wave structure up through here, and we've been trading long up through here. And yesterday we were looking at from this 5th wave up here, we're looking for a correction. Now the 50 and 61.8 retracement level is in the sort of 93 zone over here. So we had this here, but at the same time, we mentioned that the probability would be a move back to 93.30, 93.20 area, and to buy at that stage there. So if you have bought there, that's fine. Put the stop at 93.26 under this low here. It is possible that this market can still move down through here, and that would simply put this wave C over here for wave 2. This would have to be the A wave, the B wave. So if it was going to get bigger and uglier, this is what it would look like through here. But let's just see how this pans out. So if you don't have any positions in here, then the safest way out, if we just drill in here a little bit, if you don't have any positions in here, then you'd build the positions into group 2 here, so 93.65 as support. You could probably get away with 93.60 as support, but make sure it's tested and it's all solid there. And then adding on to, well, 65, 72 and 80 add through these levels here, because that would prove that the market is strong and it's moving to the upside here, because I don't really have a clean 5-wave structure in through here. It's more like 3 waves. Yeah, I can get 5 out of it, but I can also get 3 waves here. I really want to see overlapping wave structures, and overlapping wave structures would be a move to 93.65 here, finding support on, because it would move through this low here, and then that would make this as a 3-wave corrective pattern, and then I know that this top would be taken out. So that's what we're looking for there, and this also should follow the euro to the upside too, while the US dollar pulls back somewhat. So yeah, look, this market's overbought on the daily, but hopefully that will just trip out and sort of flatline, and don't have to worry about it, because the other momentum in the bigger picture is coming in and supporting that. The other thing while we're here too is the Australian yen as well. We've played around with this for a little while. Look, there's supports developing on 95 here, so the next level. So we've got 91, 2 and 3, then 5, then 8. So we'll be looking at 98 there if you're interested in taking that trade up there, depending on how close to the market you want to get. Well, I'll sort of leave you with that one really, but yeah, 98 is what we're looking for up the top there, and how to work the levels and so forth there. The Euro Australian, now this is how we're looking at this just on the daily here while we're here, I guess. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 and the 5 here, and we're looking for 5 waves in here, and I believe we're very close to the 3rd wave down here, so there'll be a 4th wave and a 5th wave to come down. And I know we're short, but we're looking down at 145, 144, but it's probably a good idea to cover into 146. The market is moving into deeply in the oversold area, but simply because you can just look at the old lows here. It would show up on in that case. But our interest is in this structure from wave 4 to wave 5 here. So drilling into that, the way that I've got this from the wave 4 up here is down for 1 here. Should put that a little bit closer there. So wave 1, wave 2 to there. And I believe this is all the wave 3 down to here. So we're very close to the wave 3 low here, and may even be in here. We'll check that out in a minute. But look, once that low is in here, we'll be looking for a retest of the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, or 38.2% of the wave 3 down through here. But we'll just work with that high there for the moment, and we'll be looking at it in terms of an A wave, a B wave and a C wave through to there. And then once that's finished, then we will look at wave 5 down through to here to complete that structure. So just drilling in here a little bit through here. Yesterday we were looking at a retest. We call this low in through here, and we were looking for a retest into the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree over through to here at the sort of 148 area. It wasn't the case. Then I probably would have mentioned the 147.72, but it didn't quite get there either. But it did do all the right things, and now we're looking down through here. So we could probably put this wave 5 in here, but I just better drill in here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still need to get in there. This is not really displaying a nice impulse wave to the upside. If it found support on 146.50, then I'd be sort of a bit more confident that it would be on its way to the upside. But if I got a 5-minute chart here, right. So this is cleanly down for 1, back for 2. This is all the third wave to this point here. This is the strongest and the longest in the middle here. The third, so this is the fourth. This is 1, 2, 3. Just don't see the last fifth wave here. It looks like a fourth wave here and a fifth wave here, but that doesn't count either very well here. So look, there should be one more little tiny wave here, but this is getting too big for a wave 4, so it's probably have to call that in there. But at the same time, as I mentioned, let's the 65 number, the 650 here is critical. So you could sell new lows from, well, that low, and that low if you wanted to, and head for the 46. Otherwise, the support on the 65 here, the 650 here, the 46.50, then it's probably started, the rally's probably started by that point there. But the market on the daily is deeply oversold, so there's, we can expect a sharp bounce back. The yen crosses, the pound yen and the euro yen, we'll just look at the pound yen today. Look, in a bit of a nutshell, if the 172.30 becomes the support, then trade long from that point, okay? On the short side, if the 171.72 becomes the retested resistance, then look to short from that side, okay? So essentially what we're doing is allowing the market to work itself out at 172, and we will sell weakness, which would be the 171.72, or we'll buy strength on top of 172.30. You could probably enter on the 122.20, the pivot there, and add onto the 30 if that's the case. Alrighty, well that's it. So look, the main thing is the understanding the wave count on the US dollar, and most other markets will be pivoting from that point in various degrees, of course. All right, cheers.